going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to more SMITE Conquest. Today we're playing the new and maybe improved Thor jungle. I can't tell, man. I feel like in some ways he's a lot better. In some ways he's really not better at all. And I'm having trouble figuring out. One thing I want to say right off the bat about the new Thor, I am so disappointed that they took away the absolutely iconic spin. Don't get me wrong, I think the idea of the rework to his spin is actually pretty decent, but the look of the spin is nowhere near as cool as it used to be, man. Like, that was actually, it was such a sick ability, man. I remember back when I was getting into the game how cool I thought it was. That, like, he's literally, like, he's holding himself in the middle of his spin with, like, the hammer. He's like a human centrifuge, right? I think that's the word, right? Centrifuge, yeah? I think that should be right. And it just looked so sick. And now, hang on. I have a mid, you don't. Wait, do I have a mid? Yeah. That's what I thought. I was pretty sure she got the first blood. Scylla, are you chilling? All right, well, she's fine. Yeah, no, spin, not so cool now, man. Not so cool. It's really disappointing. It looks okay, you know, it's fine, but it's not the iconic ability it used to be, and that's really disappointing to me. Now just go to red. Your low, go to red. The new ultimate is pretty sick. I mean, it's not really a new ultimate. It's just like an addition to the old ultimate, but I think it's a really good change. I think it makes a lot of sense. Thor ultimate's always been very good one-on-one, and even though it's been, you know, incredibly high potential for hitting multiple people, it doesn't always feel like you get a whole lot of value yourself out of it. It's something that sets up for your team really well. They might just get wrecked by a gank right now. But it doesn't set up for it sets up for your team really well. It doesn't always set up for yourself very well, right? Because your biggest thing from the ult a lot of the time is going to be the hammer, and the hammer's probably not going to hit all those people you get with your ultimate. So that's one big downside to it. And so the chain lightning aspect that they added in is a really nice change for hitting lots of people. So I really like that aspect of it for sure. One thing to note with the new spin, it does less damage, less scaling, but it does it a lot faster and with a lower cooldown. One thing to try and consider with him is that I think Thor is now a better solo laner, and Thor solo has been catching on a decent amount recently. I don't know why recently. I don't know if, like, I don't think he had any buffs up until this, but like old Thor, you know, the actual old kit was starting to catch on a decent amount. I am so early to this. Oh my God, do we just gank? Yeah, go kill the man. He really, he chained me off of teleporting, dude. That's so insanely unlucky, man. That's so unlucky. Yeah, what were we talking about? I think the spin, yeah, the spin in Thor solo, it makes him a much better solo laner because now he has a way more like consistent source of damage in the solo lane. When you're actually getting like damage over time, the spin's just straight up better now, right? It's harder to cancel. It does that damage really quickly and consistently. You know, it's just because it's harder to cancel pretty much. And so you can actually just spam it in lane, and you can max it and do a lot of damage and do really well. You can also max the hammer, and that might be the better way to go because theoretically it's more PvP damage. But the spin's actually pretty good for wave clear, and so it's really good for poking that way. I say a lot of this because I actually played a little Thor solo recently. I had a game where I got stuck in solo, figured I would try him out. Can this, I really wish they would fix that, man. It's so stupid that the icon doesn't like go down there. Like, I can see there's no purple buff. Why can't you show me there's no purple buff? Yeah, we're gonna try and get ult so we can actually gank. I'm kind of behind in farm right now. I mean, I'm not behind because Kali's like more behind than I am, but I want to be more farmed than I am. Their Ares soloed our Ares. Unfortunate. We'll see if we can clean up these boys real quick. Oh wait, this doesn't reach. Oh God. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. That was such a bad ult, man. I don't know why. Like, I've played a lot of Thor in my days. I have no clue why I thought that was gonna reach from where it was. I actually don't. I didn't think they were gonna run away. We got super lucky that they did. It was just a terrible ultimate. I'm gonna hope this is back up now. I have no clue if it is, but I'll try and drop it. Nice it is. Yeah, you can see a little glimpse of it right there. Glimpse, Jesus. I'm butchering it today. But a little glimpse of the arc damage does a lot. It arcs a lot is really the big thing. So even if the base damage itself isn't that high, you can actually get a lot out of it. Did he actually take my speed? Little dickhead. I feel like, I don't know if that's actually what it is. I feel like it probably is. There's a decent amount of people that I'll see, like I'll see them more often in my games than others, and the Thoth is one of them. And I'm really curious if it's actually going to be one of those guys where it's like, all right, we're against Mast, we're just going to run it as jungle. Because I get that too often, man. It's pretty annoying. Who knows? Maybe he actually would have done it to anybody. Pretty unlikely he would have done it to anybody. Not typical that the mid just runs at the speed buff first chance he gets. All right, let's go see if we can get our red secured. Hi, Collie. You know, and it would have been one thing if it was Collie doing it. I wouldn't really care if Collie was doing it. Like, we ganked left lane, jungle's gonna invade. That's pretty normal. It's pretty normal. It's not super uncommon. Mid's gonna invade. That makes me salty. Yeah, we'll try and rotate left in just a second again. We definitely want to be trying to gank Xbalanque about as much as we can. I really want to. You know what? I'm just gonna yoink it. That's maybe a dick move. I don't know. We're about to gank, so I feel like it's actually not too terrible. Now, I don't care, dude. I'm gonna 1v2 it. Hello. He didn't go that way. You're making me mad. Of course he does. Oh my god, dude. Why? Whoever passed that way? What? I can't kill him. I don't know what he was thinking, dude. He actually got so greedy, he came back to contest. I think we get this. I don't think Thoth's close enough to have a chance. Yeah, no, we got it. Yeah, no, that's so lame, man. That's so lame. He actually, like, pathed such a weird way to get out of that. I can't really go on anybody here is the awkward thing. Not yet, at least. Yeah, no, I whiffed hammer. It's a really awkward fight, man, because no one's at a good range to fight. That's a funny thing for Thor. I think we're just dead. Yeah. If I beat Zanaka, we would have been fine, but I didn't realize I was getting knocked up, so obviously it was too late. No, it was such a difficult fight to be Thor right there, because what happens is if we actually stun someone melee range, the hammer goes out, hammer comes back while they're getting unstunned, and it's really unlikely that it hits them. So it's super difficult to hammer from that distance. It's one of the things I kind of hate about Thor in the early game. It varies on like on distance, where it's like there's some situations where if they're melee range, you can't really fight well, and that's pretty much what it was. Like, I mean, if we max our 3, obviously you can fight really well, but when they're that close, it's actually hard to do things because I can't hammer. Like, I can hit the first part, which sucks, but I can't really reliably hit the second part, and then I'm just wasting my teleport to maybe get a big hit, and it's almost RNG as to whether or not we do. So that was actually super awkward, man. One of those Thor specific things. That's one of the things that definitely didn't change from the rework at all, is that hitting his hammer, and I say early game because later in the game you actually get your wall leveled up and it lasts longer, and once it lasts longer it's fine. You can just land it from melee range. Thank you. Should be dead. Right? Yeah? No. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, Scylla whiffed ult. I don't think I whiffed hammer. I think I literally couldn't reach hammer. But it's fine. It's hard for her to hit that ult. I actually might be able to just kill him for that. Greedy man. Are you? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought we had plenty of time. All right. Well, that sucks. Go on him. Nice. Yeah, see, that's basically what we have to do when we fight at melee range. It's so garbage, right? It's so terrible. It's not at all how you want to fight with Thor. And that's one thing that sucks, man. It's going to be super, super situational. Like, in a lot of these fights in this game, we shouldn't actually be fighting at that range, but we've just happened to have that so far. And yeah, when we do, it's probably not going to go well. We'll have to do some weird stuff like that. And in the first fight, the one where he actually died, the reason it was so painful was because I couldn't use my wall well either, because it was literally me and Syl versus like 3 people, and he really wanted to fight, and so I kind of wanted to fight with him, and I should have actually disengaged just because of the positioning. I should have just left it alone just because of that positioning, because we really couldn't do much. If we had Scylla, it would have been fine, because we could have walled and set up for her, and as long as we have somebody that can actually damage off of our wall, then it's going to be fine. But when we can't do our own damage off of the wall, then it's going to be a problem. All right, ultimate's still down for a little bit. I really want to fight mid right now, man. They're playing so aggressive and they're kind of low. But I think we probably just grab our red. Rip. Ow. Look at that damage, man. I really hate Thoth now. I think the rework for Thoth, not really much of a rework, more so just a strong buff for Thoth. I don't think it's good. I think Thoth, I struggle with the concept of Thoth, man. I don't think he's a very good character to have in the game. And they just made him a turret now, is pretty much what it is. He was already pretty close to a turret. Now he's even more so of a turret, where he's getting cooldown reduction for his, that's awkward. He's getting cooldown reduction for his one based on landing the one. And I think that's just kind of stupid, because it's such an obnoxious ability. Like, I think Thoth gets a lot more interesting when he's based around his long-range dash and long-range ult, right? Because then it's like, he's got mobility and burst, but it's just burst. But when you make him actually do a lot with his one, which is what they're doing, they're amplifying the one, he's just such a cancerous character. Because literally, like, the one is basically just, hey, I have stupid range that no one else in the game has. I'm going to spam it at you. That's just not fun. Poor Kronos is getting absolutely zoomed out. We're going to try and bail him out. I don't think we can get him out. We can probably clean up Xbalanque. I'm going to save my hammer to try and chase his 3. Or he can just run at them. He can just run into everybody and die. All right. That was, I don't know what that was, man. This guy's making a lot of questionable decisions. Like, I realize he doesn't know I was there, but even if I wasn't there, I don't think it would have mattered. Chill, man. I can tank it, we're good. Of course, if Thoth rotates, we dip. I think we're good. Oh, by the way, one of the things I'm noting with the 3, noticing with the 3 is I don't think the timing on it feels right. Which probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but there have been things where I used it for a knockup immune, which I used to do with the old 3. And it is still knockup immune. And I felt like I was in a spot where it should have worked, and it didn't. Like, I casted it in time. I will literally get the animation and start casting it and get knocked up anyways. It's at the very, it's like, it's early on, but it's also late enough, like you're literally seeing the animation, hearing the animation, and it's getting canceled anyways. So that feels really weird. And there have been multiple times where I've gone bracer, or like I'm trying to do something like directly after my 3, and it won't work. So like bracer was one thing I tried where I had trouble getting that to work right after. My hammer throw just now wasn't something that would go off for some reason. So I don't know what's up with the ability. I think they did something kind of clunky with it where there's like a post cast time that like shouldn't be there or something is what it feels like. I don't know. I could be totally tripping on it. Maybe it's something else, but I've had like multiple things that just don't feel like they're working right after the 3 or before the 3. Just feels like a weird ability, man. Hi. I love the Ares mirror, man. They're just trading ults right now, both trying not to die. What the? What was that, dude? That Kali gank was something else. Why did she ult? What? What? Did that land? I actually... What? I am lost right now, man. I can't tell if that hit or not. We're getting crazy fed, by the way. That was so weird. I don't think that double tap should have landed. It is not often you will see me put that argument out there, by the way. I hate Thor hammer with a passion sometimes, man. Are we on the central server? No. Yeah, no, whenever I get to play on one of those lovely East Coast servers, which is like 80% of the time, Thor hammer and me don't tend to get along because the first hit's normally completely fine, but the back hit is always very, very inconsistent on whether or not it actually wants to hit. Normally, if you hit the very dead center, perfect middle, then it'll be fine. But when you're actually like hitting gods, especially when they're moving, it'll like there'll be plenty of times where it should have hit, like it should have clipped the side plenty easily, and it just doesn't. It's very rare that it looks to me like it shouldn't hit, and then maybe it does. I can't tell if we actually just do so much damage with autos that we killed her. I don't think so. I think we just actually somehow hit the double tap. All right, this man dies. Oh, does he know? He does. But it doesn't matter. Yeah, you want to go kill Sylph too? No, probably not. Nah, this is a good time to dip, man. We have no clue where people are. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Kali's running out, Thoth's running out. I'm going to try and wall if they actually, like, commit. People are rotating. I'm going to try and chill for the actual DPS. Yeah. I don't know wall Sylve. There's not really a point in walling Sylve. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, no, we had Aegis there, so I should have been fine. If he ulted, I would have just Aegis'd it. Still got a little scary, though. I got really greedy going for that hammer, man. I got really, really greedy. I don't even know if I should be going into this fight. Especially since Xbalanque should be coming back anytime. Actually, we can probably clean up. I think that was Kali ult, right? There we go. Yeah, little baby cleanup. Not much. We got Kali. It's fine. Yeah, so for the build we're going today, we're going to go pretty standard Thor build, fairly high damage. I don't remember what we built last time. It's going to be kind of similar to that, which is Jotuns, Brawlers, Trans, Hi-Rez, and then probably go hybrid from there. So probably like Void Shield and Mantle. Probably Mantle right after the Hi-Rez, because we'll definitely want some defense for Thoth. And then probably a Void Shield for, I guess that would be our speed pot item, right? I'm pretty sure. Actually, might be able to kill Ares, right? We've got second Ares, so I feel like this is just... Oh, nope, he whiffed. I'm going to try and cancel his 3. There we go. I'm not going to beads this. I'm not going to beads it. We should be fine. Yeah, no, he looked pretty dead there. Like, if we got ganked right at that moment, it would have been super greedy and bad, but it was pretty unlikely that they did that. What the... Can you not? Why would he ult? I love that. Like, he actually thinks I'm greedy enough that I would land on him or something. No, I'm just dipping out, man. I'm not that ballsy. Calm down. Yeah, their Thoth's crazy aggressive, man. I gotta respect it. It's super annoying since I have to deal with it, but you have to respect it. I feel like aggressive Thoth isn't actually something you see that much. Ooh, we actually might be able to kill her. Did she get jump? Oh, okay, nutty. Oh, he's dead. Oh, poor guy. Well, that was such a good play by their Sylve too, but he ends up dying for it. Yeah, he might have saved her. I don't know if I would have hit the double tap, but she should have died if I did. All right. I kind of wanted to do gold there, but I don't think we really can. Ult's coming up pretty soon. We actually might just like chill for a little while and see if we can just get a chance to gank Xbalanque. Nah, they got it. See, is he in lane? Oh, there he is. I don't think he knows either. Oh, well, I guess he probably knows. What the? He's just... What? He's just left-clicking me. Chronos 3. What? Okay. Okay. Whatever. I mean, that mostly just got awkward. Oh, no, he's right here, man. All right, I'm just gonna leave him. Yeah, no, if he could have killed him off that would have been fine. But like, I'm not gonna die to tower over this. I don't know why you were staying, man. Nah, he would have died either way. Yeah, they pulled over all the boys for that one. They pulled over everybody. That's gonna be gold down. I don't know why. Apparently, Scylla died. I did not realize that happened. Yeah, it sucks, man. He had all his actives up. I don't know why he would have all his actives up. Like, the way this should be going, unless Chronos is just doing absolutely nothing in lane, is he should be 3ing him and getting his beads fairly often, and his Aegis fairly often, too. Because, like, it's not very consistent to 3 through the Chronos 3 of Xbalanque. Like, you do get that CC immunity in the second half. I'm just going to take this. You get that CC immunity in the second half, but you can Chronos 3 before that goes off, so that you can actually stun his dash if he goes for that. That sucks, man. I was hoping he'd push up. See, Chronos just spawned. I guess we'll leave him as duo lane. Yeah, it's funny. We're in this weird spot where, like, I feel like I need to kill the mid, but I also feel like if I go for Thoth, that we're going to start dying a lot more often. Ooh, can we actually... His actives are still down. He's got a Sylve, but I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't think we can really kill him for this. I'll try. Yeah, no, we're just gonna dip. Oh? Hit him with one of those? Oh, that was actually pretty lucky that we got through. Oh, wait, did he even get it off? He didn't get it off. Never mind. I was going to knock him immune it with a 3. Would have been pretty lucky. Oh. All right. I think I saw Kali down by Scylla, so we're probably fine if we just run that way. I think she was down there. Yeah, no, we should be good. We should be good. It was just Thoth that was over here. Yeah, he's terrifying, man. He's so scary now. Like, the cooldown reduction he gets on his 1 just makes him absolutely gross, even if he doesn't have ultimate. And that's the thing before, that, like, he wouldn't be very scary unless he was going to be able to ult you. And now, like, he can ult you, and it just doesn't matter, because he just spams you with that 1. So you have to be really, really cautious in any sort of long fight. It just kind of like, it rounds out his kit, I feel like, too much, which is a problem, you know? Like, before it was really just like, he's got okay damage on the 1, but he really needs to burst you to be very good. And then like, now he's just kind of got everything. He's got really good poke, he's got really good mobility, he's got really good burst. I think it's just too much, man. I guess he doesn't have really good CC, but normally, normally you're not gonna have that much of everything anyways. All right, Hi-Rez done. We should do some absolutely stupid damage. I guess we already have been, so that doesn't really mean much, but with the Hi-Rez, it'll definitely stack up a little bit more. Mantle will be so nuts for being able to deal with Thoth a lot better, but because we're getting it so late, we're still not going to be able to quite yet. I think if we can get some more team fights type stuff, I think it's going to go really well. I think Arcilla's done really well when I've been around her. Like, she's done a pretty good job following up of my CC and Sylv's CC. So I think once we actually get back to her more, we'll be able to do work. I still want to keep ganking at Xbalanque if I can, though, just because we're a good counter to him. Wall's pretty nuts against his dash. Yeah, we're just going to disengage. I know they're rotating over towards me. Pretty good, though. Like, he's going to heal a little bit, but we should have gotten still a pretty good chunk of damage on in there. Took almost nothing. Looks like he's good. Oh, maybe not. I don't know where I can go in here that's actually any good. Yeah, no, I figured we could get a little babies done. That works. Actually, oh no, I'm trolling. Oh, that's such a bad wall. I didn't realize that would actually wall Ares off. That sucks. Okay, I had to make sure that was our Ares. Hammer, nice. What the, this Ares is so nutty. He just sniped me, man. How do you get this nuts at Ares? I actually don't get it. That was so filthy. I don't know. Maybe he was just running around looking for somebody to hit, but it seemed like he actually just pinpointed me in between everybody. It's like, oh, this guy's low. Let's hit him. That's crazy, man. All right, I don't think we can do more than that. Do they want to do more than that? We actually probably can, man. No, you guys, okay. No, he said that they want to do fire, so I was going to go to fire. Yeah, I was pretty sure we could just take Phoenix since Kali was the only one up. There we go. Good stuff. Yeah, no, I want red buff. I don't care about speed buff. I want red buff. We're 14-1. Let's do more damage. Yeah, I definitely feel like the 3 definitely feels better right now than the old old spin. I keep wanting to say old hammer. I don't know why. But it definitely feels better to me just because you get that damage off so quickly that there's a lot of situations before where you really couldn't safely spin and get the whole thing off, and now you actually can. It's really, really nice. All right, we can start working in a mantle. Can go run at red buff. I want to know how much damage we're doing right now, man. Because I am crazy fed. Yeah, me and Scylla have 22 out of 23 kills. That's pretty crazy. I just got Oni. That was a good play. Yeah, once we actually get a little later in the game, I'm definitely going to give a red buff back because there's no way that we're going to keep doing this much damage late game. But in the meantime, since we're actually doing tons, since it's still like the mid, I guess it actually is getting pretty late game, but in the meantime, while we're still doing a lot, we'll take red. Once she gets like super late game, we'll give it back. Or if I just stop doing well. What the? Did he back? I wanted to go kill their Xbalanque again. The guy definitely seems to start like realizing what's up. Which, I mean, it's about time. It's about time. I focused him a lot, the poor guy. But he seems to be paying a lot of attention for it. Yeah, if we actually just group up and pressure FG... If we just pressure FG, we should be able to turn on them. This is one of the things, Thor is one of the best gods in the game at this, where you can bait FG and then turn with Thor ult. Actually, there's 2 people left. There's, I think, 3 people left. I think we can literally just go on it. We don't have Chrono, so our DPS is pretty bad. There's 4 people left. Oh no, an Ares DC'd, man. That is not the time. I don't think it matters. Nobody has any clue that we're going for this. They either have no clue or they made a pretty bad decision to not contest. In a different situation, it wouldn't be worth contesting, but we only had 1 Phoenix down and we only have a 5k lead, so they definitely could have contested that. I guess just like go right. Yeah, I mean, basically we just need to run at their towers right now. Pretty much all there is to it, man. That's so unlucky. Of course he like lags out or whatever right as we're going for fire. Yeah, let's put this away, baby. Excuse you? All right, we got his beads. It's fine. Hi. She thinks she's so sneaky, man. Like, I saw you. I just don't care. Do you really think I'm that oblivious? All right, is that not dead Sylve? I wasn't gonna ult because I figured he was dead already. Oh, that sucks. Hit him as long as we can before we spin. There we go, good stuff. Yeah, good tip for Thor, by the way. That's something that definitely used to be more important, I feel like, with the old spin. Actually, maybe it's more important with the new spin. I don't know. But you basically wanted to do that. Ah, it didn't reach. What the? I guess I actually can't do that. Okay. The bait. Yeah, no, he thought he was finally gonna get a kill on this man. No, not even close. I guess we actually could have maybe done a little bit. No, we couldn't. We couldn't have done anything there. Yeah, that's game. That's game. Well, the Ares DC is kind of unfortunate. I don't think it really would have mattered. We were so late in that game at that point, and we were going to get fire either way that I think we would have probably just ended either way. I don't know. But there's our first look at the new Thor. I think overall, I think it's a really good change for Thor. I think the burst on the 3 is a really good change for him at pretty much every level of play, but especially more like the competitive level of play, because it's so much harder to counter the 3 now, so it makes him a more reliable character. That was one of the big things that like shut him down at high levels, is that any decent player that goes against a Thor, especially as Thor starts leveling the 3, because normally they'll max hammer and then max 3, you know, on so many different assassins, and other characters, but especially assassins, Thanatos 3 it, Rat 3 it, like lots of different CCs to cancel it early, and then he's just basically missing an ability there, which really, really sucks. So that's a great change for that. The ultimate change, huge. We didn't get to see that a whole lot. You normally won't get to see it a whole lot in terms of how big of an impact it has, but it definitely increases the damage on the ult quite a bit, especially when you're hitting big groups of people. And the little bit we did get to see, it was pretty nasty. Besides that, there's really all there is to it. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room, walls keep tumbling down.